Morning everybody, yep, here we go, Webby Sports Roundup. We've got another video. This is the one we've all been waiting for. If this is not going to be controversy, I don't know what is, believe me. Afternoon everyone, well after this morning, welcome Webby Sports Roundup. Here we are doing another great video on a Monday morning, 8:30 or is it 9:30? We got one of my good friends I've not seen for a while. I was trying to get him on a few months ago, but he had one or two things that was going on and he says, Webby, anytime you want me on, get me on. This is the time, this is the day. Manchester City, #1 fan of Tenerife, believe me. This is the main man, Stuart.
Oh, hiya, Webby.
All right, big man.
Good to see you, pal.
Thank you very much for coming on the show.
No problem, it's a pleasure.
I
hope it's a pleasure.
This is going to be, listen, we've got some questions, and you know, from my number 2, my number 3, they're going to come from everywhere. But the first thing, what we're going to start talking about, I've got to bring in yesterday's game. Obviously, you watched it. You weren't over there in Wembley. No. It was the Community Shield final between your big boys, the champions of the Premiership and the champions of Europe, the League Cup winners, FA Cup winners. You've won the lot. You haven't beat Arsenal for 8 games on the bounce. What happened yesterday afternoon, Stu?
No, we have beat Arsenal.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I meant for you to convert. That's what I meant to do.
What happened yesterday? I don't know. I mean, you can say it doesn't really matter. Well, every game matters because you want to win every game. If you look at the stats, City had more possession, but having possession doesn't win you goals. But I take a solace of it. Now, did you realise we've lost the last 3 Community Shields? We've lost the last 3.
Okay, all right.
One more, we equal United's record, but we don't want that, do we?
No, you don't want
so I go back to last season.
Yeah.
Oh, that Haaland, we can't do this, he can't do that, he won't be any good. Núñez will score more. Well, what happened?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
A treble.
Right,
so I don't worry too much about it.
Get back to yesterday's game, come on. Let's get back to yesterday's game. This is Manchester City. I watched the game in the 3 horseshoes. There were more Man City fans than Arsenal fans for a change.
I told you.
They're starting to, they're starting to come. I watched the game and I thought Arsenal, I didn't say bosh the game, but I thought they played superb yesterday. And I thought they deserved to be thereabouts and to get the equaliser overall.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. I think it was fair. I think a draw was fair.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, as I say, you look at stats and whatever, but there wasn't a great deal of chances. It wasn't like lots and lots of goalkeeping saves, was it, and stuff like that. So,
No.
It was probably a typical Community Shield game. I thought City were probably the best team, certainly the first 25 minutes, but Arsenal certainly came into the game.
Did.
And if you don't score penalties, you don't win the game.
No, there was 1 or 2 poor penalties, weren't there?
Yeah, so, you can't take it away from them, mate,
Okay,
they won it.
Right. Yesterday, that's all gone. Arsenal's won the Community Shield. What I'd like to know, what I usually do in my videos, all the people that come on, I'd like to know, Man City, why? How old were you? Did you go with your dad, your granddad? Just give me a bit of insight of you as your upbringing, a Man City fan, please.
Well, yeah, I'm from a City family. All our family are City fans. My dad first took me. I'm 68, so born 55. I think, I can't remember because I don't remember, and my dad's not here to tell me, but I think we went to Huddersfield away and something's telling me that Dennis Law may have still been playing for Huddersfield. But I don't know. But anyway.
That's new on me, okay.
But then my dad, well, City signed from Huddersfield.
Yeah.
So then, went every home game. My dad wouldn't go to the Swamp, Old Trafford. Oh, he'd never go there, no.
Is that what they call it?
We call it the Swamp, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
And so we went every game. And then from the age of sort of 12, I just went to home and away.
Yeah.
It's been an obsession.
Yeah, of course.
A very quick story, how obsessive it was. You know my good lady.
Yes, of course, Debbie. Yeah, of course.
We've been married 50 years next March.
Fantastic. 50 years. She's put up with you for 50 years.
50 years, well.
Unbelievable. She'd been married for 50, happy for 2 of them, she said, told me.
Maybe 18 months. But very quick story, but that'll tell you the passion.
Yeah.
My wife's from West Brom. I'm from Manchester, obviously.
West Brom?
Yeah. So I moved down and lived with her parents for quite a while.
Yeah.
Anyway, cut a long story short, it wasn't the greatest thing and it wasn't romantic, on one knee proposal. We just decided, let's get married.
Yeah.
Because then, in the 70s, people didn't live together.
No.
So anyway, I'm walking to work one day and I had to walk past the vicarage. We'd been to see the vicar.
Yeah.
And the vicar says, March the 2nd. So I said, okay, no problem, blah, blah. Yeah, Bob, okay. So anyway, I'm looking through my programme, and City were due to play Coventry in the quarter-final of the League Cup. It was when the 4-day week was on and the power cuts were on.
Okay.
It drew at Coventry.
Yeah, yeah.
Won at Main Road.
Yeah.
Long story short, I'm thinking, hang on, this is going to clash.
You're not going to tell me, are you?
Well.
Oh, no.
So anyway, what I did, on the way back home from work, I walked past the vicar's and he was called Sergeant, the vicar.
Yeah.
I said, we've got a little bit of a problem. What's that? I said, some of my friends can't come on the 2nd. Any chance? He said, well, don't worry. A lot of people don't get married this time of year. We'll change it to the 9th. So
Yeah.
I go back, I tell Derry's mum,
Yeah.
oh, we've changed it. Vicar said, can we change it? Blah, blah, blah. So well, we've got another week, brilliant. I went to Wembley on 2nd of March.
Yeah.
City got beat 2-1 by Wolves. John Richards, whatever.
John Richards and Dugan up front.
Yeah. And anyway,
Big Duke. Yeah.
it was glorious. It was glorious. March the 9th, the Saturday after,
Yeah.
it was that bad, the weather,
Yeah.
we couldn't even have a group photograph.
Huh.
So I get married, we go back to the do, and the vicars used to come to the party at night.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
My mum's there, Derry's mum's here, I'm here, and Derry's there, and the vicar said, pity you couldn't make it last week, innit?
Oh my God, Derry, shoot him, darling. Absolutely great story.
That's the truth.
And, yeah.
That is the truth.
He got you in the doghouse.
Well, I've been in it for 50 years, nearly 50 years.
Haven't
so it
we?
don't matter.
Haven't we?
Yeah, but a passion, mate. It's all my family, my great-grandkids. I've got grandkids, great-grandkids. We're all City fans. It's never, ever going to change.
You can't. You can't. When it's in this, like say it was me. I fight for Gloucester Rugby and for Coventry Football Club. It's exactly the same, and it really is. Now yesterday you sent me some photographs over.
Yeah.
Which obviously I've put them on frame out, and Tim's going to put them up. So we'll do one at a time. Nicky Weaver, football shirt.
Yeah. Nicky signed that. I used to be very good friends with Nicky when he first signed for City.
Goalie.
Yeah. I was very friendly with Tommy Wright, who was in goals at the time, and Nicky Weaver.
Yeah.
And we did a sportsman's dinner. And Nicky come on our table because he's new to the club. And what a lovely, lovely guy.
Yeah.
His mum and dad, lovely, lovely people. And I still speak to Nicky now, as you well know.
Of course.
That thing,
He sent that video for me. Fantastic. Thanks, Nicky.
It's different breed of footballs then.
They were. They
were approachable. You can't get near them today.
No,
Nicky Weaver, he was at Sheffield Wednesday goalkeeping coach. I'm not sure he's still doing the same.
Okay.
But just a smashing lad.
Okay.
A proper lad.
Super. Steve Redmond. I know you're big friends with Steve Redmond. That's one of the big ones.
What a star.
Yeah.
What a star, mate.
Yeah. And you've got.
I've got Stevie Redmond's very, very last shirt.
Yeah.
It was in Ken Barnes' testimonial. They played United at Main Road.
Okay.
And Steve Redmond, they couldn't give shirts away then, mate.
No.
City were skint.
Yeah,
City were proper skint.
Yeah.
He rolled it up under his cup, proper scouser like, under his shirt and give it me. He robbed it and then give it to me.
Oh, super.
Mate,
That's good friends.
Reddo comes to ACCOUT with little Steve and the Toby and all them.
Yeah.
Reddo's a character.
Is that what you call him, Reddo?
Anyway, he's not no airs and graces.
No.
Reddo's working for Travis Perkins in a builders.
No, I know. There's a Travis Perkins in Cheltenham. Because he sent me a video. So I watched WEBBY'S Sports right up here in the van.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't recognise him, would you?
No, honestly.
But what a lovely fella.
Great people.
Another photograph sent Chambers League in Porto with you and Nicky.
No, it was me and Gary Owen.
Gary Owen, sorry, Gary Owen, beg your pardon. And that was obviously. Did he play on the wing? Didn't he? Was he left?
No, he's midfielder, Gary. Midfielder, yeah. You'd call him like the number 10. Yeah, left foot.
Left foot, that's right. Yeah.
He was at City when Malcolm Allison sort of came back and got rid of Gary Owen and Peter Barnes and Asa Hartford, and met Gary. At City, but mainly when he was at West Brom.
Okay, yeah. He was baggy boy, wasn't he?
Yeah, and really, and he still does he does the match day hospitality stuff. Gary, he's a really
lovely guy.
Really nice lad, mate. But they're all, as I say, Webby, a different breed.
Yeah, they are. 50 years ago, they were. Yeah. Another photograph with the boxer himself. Ex-world boxing champion Ricky Hatton.
Superstar.
That was with your great-grand...
Yeah, that's my great-grandson.
That wasn't Carter.
That's Carter, yeah.
Hi, Carter. Sorry you couldn't make it today, big man. We'll speak again. When you come over, you come on WEBBY'S show next time, mate.
Yeah.
Probably when you're old, you come on your own. Forget your great-granddad, come on your own.
He probably would.
Yeah, he probably would. He'd probably be better than you, son.
It's a pity, really, because you could have asked Carter
any
question on the Premiership. He's 7-year-old.
Bang, straight in.
bump,
Lovely.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a nice photograph with Ricky
Yeah,
Hassan.
yeah, and Ricky's like that. I mean, Ricky, as you well know, gets mithered and whatever,
Yeah, of
but
course, well, he bangs
Ricky's
it.
got time for everybody. And, you know, he's had a lot of controversy, Ricky, but Ricky Hatton is a genuine nice guy.
And he's here for
Yeah.
a couple of weeks, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're going to see if we can get him a little video off
you
him if
could
we
ask
can.
him, yeah.
But I've got his boxing glove and
Yeah.
a photograph which
Yeah.
I'll put on the auction site. So
Yeah.
somebody's going to pay some.
Yeah, Ricky's a good
pay some
bloke,
big
mate.
money.
Ricky's a good bloke, mate.
But last but not least, on the photographs, you've got 3 lovely little kids on the set
Oh,
here.
great grandkids.
Great
grandkids,
So go on then,
mate.
1 to 3. Who are they?
Well, Carter's the big one.
Yeah.
7-year-old. Then I've got Maddox,
Yeah.
and then we've got the new one, Hendricks. All City fans.
Nice names.
All City fans.
Well, I can see that. You
And-
just took a shirt on.
And a bit of a plug if I can.
Yeah, of course you can.
Maddox is autistic, and his mum has done zip wire challenges and everything else. And I'm trying to get something together whereby I'm going to get something. It's a horrible thing.
Yeah,
a
of
lovely
course.
little boy.
Yeah.
And I don't think people realise. People think kids are naughty. But if they're autistic, they're not naughty.
No, they're
They
not.
don't any
No,
better.
no.
So it's a plug. I mean, anybody can help anything for
100%.
autism.
Yeah.
It's a great people.
I agree.
Great charity.
I
Yeah.
totally agree with you. Totally agree.
yeah.
What are you expecting for the season? I'm gonna go on my phone. Got a few questions.
Yeah, go on, mate.
But this season, really. What about your ins and outs? Who you've got rid of?
Well,
Who's
Gundogan's
come?
gone. Gundogan's gone, hasn't he? He was always going to go, but what a servant.
32 years of age. Still got some
Yeah.
good money for him to Barcelona. Has he gone Barca? Hasn't he?
No, he went for free. He went on a free.
Free?
Gundogan. But
What
I mean, he was Pep's first signing.
Yeah, that's right.
20 million.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad deal, was it? You know.
He's won everything with you.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, Mahrez is gone on the gravy train, but you know whether you.
Yeah.
That's football.
The gravy
you know.
train, 30
I mean,
million.
You probably come on to that a bit later. But that's football. It is what it is. You know, it's. I can't get my head round it.
No.
But if someone's saying I'm going to give you 700 grand a week,
Yeah. It's a no-brainer.
it's like somebody working in a bar over here, isn't it, getting £1,000 a week, £1,000 a week, and somebody saying, "I'll give you £3,000 a week."
Yeah.
You're off, aren't you?
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, so,
Yeah,
but
it's a
It's
no-brainer.
not right, and you know it's not right. But it doesn't matter what. There's
I
no
don't-
loyalty.
No, there's not. Of course, there's not.
Loyalty's fans, and
But
that's it.
I know.
That's it.
Fans is number one. End it.
Yeah.
But you got your family, and you're thinking of your family, and don't forget, football. At the end of the day, footballers they can only go to a certain age.
Yeah.
That's the point, and you know, come you're 35, 36,
Yeah.
and then they still got another 30 years before retirement. And what are they going to do unless they invest it in property, in other businesses, and what have you?
yeah.
And a lot of the footballers, they haven't got a brain upstairs, have
Oh
they?
no, a lot of them
they're just, they're just young
bankrupt.
kids.
How can you go bankrupt being a football? But you can quite.
David
easily.
James.
Yeah, lots of them, mate.
West Ham, Liverpool. I mean, he's everywhere. Watford. I
Lots
think he's
of
6
people,
kids. They'll go
yeah.
bankrupt
He must have had millions of pounds in transfer fees.
because they get bad advice.
Yeah, of course they do. Bad
Stu.
agents,
They
mate.
get
Yeah,
bad
yeah,
advice.
yeah.
Listen, I'm going to listen. You may not want to hear it, but I think we've had a talk about it.
Go on.
We're going to go to this fair play league and
Right.
what have you. If anybody's going to answer these questions, it's going to be you. I'm not here to do a bit of a Piers Morgan and what have you. I'm unbiased. I like to know what's right and what's wrong. Now, the thing is, with Man City, they have one of the, if not the richest people in the world looking after.
Well, Newcastle have now, but
Newcastle
City
now.
were, yeah.
One
yeah,
of us,
yeah.
but Newcastle. Let's see where they go.
Yeah.
Now, basically, Juventus have been banned from Europe.
Yep.
Chelsea fined. And again in Europe, Everton, Wolves and West Ham looked for breach, so they call financial fair play. But the question everybody's asking, how are Man City allowed to get away with it?
Well, they didn't get away with it, did
Right,
they?
well, I'm asking the questions. I want you to give me the answers. So you tell me what the problem is, because supposedly there's 115 charges.
No, that's the Premier League, yeah.
That's the Premier. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So-
who knows? Those 115 charges. I don't know. You're asking. What do I think?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what
That's
I think.
right, I want your-
This is what I think.
Yeah.
If City are guilty,
Yeah,
if they're guilty, don't forget.
Of course.
UEFA said they were guilty.
Yeah.
And City took them on
yeah.
and won. And the UEFA's the most corrupt organisation in the world.
Well, we said that in the
Yeah,
car about
yeah.
what happened, didn't we?
But the Premier League, I don't know. I mean, if City are guilty, what are they going to do? Let's just say they are. They're certainly not guilty of 115 charges. That's
a lot of
just
charges.
rubbish. That's rubbish, isn't it?
Well, if there was 115, something would have happened by now,
well,
wouldn't it?
of
That's for
course
sure.
you would, I don't know. I mean, what? All right, let's say they are. What have they done wrong? Okay, you could say false accounting, whatever. I don't know.
No,
it's
I know.
way above. I'm a football fan.
I agree. That's what I'm trying to get at.
What? If you ask any football fan, I think,
Yeah.
any City fan, Yes, they can say, well, okay, you shouldn't have been able to buy this, you shouldn't have been able to buy that. But buying players isn't just the main thing.
No.
They've got to be good players that can play for you. Now, where the money comes from, the one thing that stands out to me, Webby, is I don't understand why, if a guy has got all this money, whoever he may be, he cannot, if he wants to, say, well, I'll tell you what, I like Manchester City, I like Contra City, I like whoever.
Yeah.
He said, there you are, you can have that money. Why can't he? I mean, there isn't a club, I don't believe there isn't a club other than Newcastle that wouldn't take what we've got.
For sure.
I don't believe one for 1 second. Liverpool, anybody, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, when the Super League came in, because the Super League's coming back, don't worry about that. These Saudis will sort a Super League out, mate. There's no doubt about it. It's going to come.
I'm not too sure about that.
Well, I'm pretty sure because they say there's oil for the next 900 years.
Yeah, the Super League. I'm still not sure.
I'm not saying we'll be a Super League, but
this gravy train, Stu, to be honest with you, it's the Premiership are not going to miss the players, but the players that go are going to miss the Premiership. You cannot tell me, even if you're on 300, 400, 500 grand a week, they're going to go over and play Saudi Arabia, whether they're playing with Ronaldo, Firmino, Mahrez and what have you. There's only probably a half dozen players, but then you've got a lot of other players that probably can't kick a ball left or right.
I think, Webby, what I think about that, you're saying they're going to miss the Premier League. I'm not sure, because I said before, and I think most football fans will agree with this. I'd like to think everybody would agree with this. That the only loyal people in football are the fans.
Yeah, I know.
End of story. Because
I know you keep coming back, and I agree with you.
And what I'm saying is, are they going to feel guilty about getting 700 grand a week? Are they going to miss the Premiership? Of course they're not. I don't care who they are. Mahrez is 32, great footballer, yeah.
But they're taking the young ones, aren't they? Even Nunez of Wolves, he's gone as a 24 years of age. They're taking the young ones.
Who knows, mate?
Are they just having money? Going, look at this money. Come on.
Quite possibly, mate. Because the football's got to be rubbish, hasn't it? It's got to be awful. It's got to be awful.
I don't know what sort of pitches they're playing on over there.
You asked me about the financial fair play. If City are guilty, then they deserve to get summoned. They deserve to get whatever that may be, deducted points. They'll all say they'll take the trophies off. Well, they can't take away from me all the fans at Aguero moment.
No.
The greatest
QPR.
The greatest thing Premier League's ever seen.
The greatest actually time within a couple of minutes. Yeah, that's QPR on a Sunday afternoon.
I think Mark Raglan will agree with that.
Mark Raglan, I think he was spitting in his beer. 2 minutes to go. Bang, bang. Aguero! Never forget that. We all go.
So I don't know if they're guilty, what they're guilty of. I mean, but
is there any backhanders?
Well,
again, we're talking.
I know players.
Yeah.
40 years ago.
Yeah.
40 years ago.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
We're getting 25 grand cash. How much was that 40 years ago?
God, dear me. 25 grand cash for years. Dear me. That's a lot of dough, son. Isn't it?
So it's always gone on, mate.
Yeah, of course.
I found out something the other day watching a video.
Yeah.
Steve Highway, wonderful player.
Steve Highway, final of the season, Liverpool.
He was at City, you know.
Was he at City?
City as a kid.
Steve Highway,
and to be fair to him, I don't know the exact things about it, but it was on an interview with Paul Parry. Remember Paul Parry played for City?
Paul Parry, left-footed as well.
Yeah.
So you're
saying that Steve Highway, where he lived, couldn't afford to travel to and from City.
Yeah.
And he asked for some expensive, and City couldn't give him. So he went to Skelmersdale United, went on to university, very clever lad. So even then, mate, back then, kids were getting,
getting unders. Well, I was just when I was in my early 20s, I played decent football, county league football, and what have you. And they say, oh, he's decent. And I remember playing sweeper for Newington Town in the county league many moons ago. Played with a couple of old Gloucester City, Cheltenham Town players, and your bag. You know your bag with all your boots in, and your bag was left open at half time and what have you, and the kit man would come round and go, that's WEBBY'S, that's WEBBY'S, that's your envelope, and you know what I mean, there's your beer money.
Non-league football, they might get £500, £600 a week on some non-league teams, but they'll also find them a job.
Hey, mine wasn't that much.
No, but you weren't that good.
Thanks, Joe. I'm good. No, I wasn't that good. I was okay.
No, so as I say, finance. I don't believe that any team. I don't think it's just City.
No.
And I think there's a lot of teams will be worried what's going to happen.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's just a case of, because where's this 115 questions, you know, stating competition? It is what it is.
If they've got 115 charges that could
Yeah.
prove, we'd be waiting 3 or 4 years. It might
Yeah.
not go to court for 4 years.
No, I know. Well, listen.
I don't know, mate.
Right, listen, what I'm going to do, Terry always asks the questions
Go on.
with regards to at the end of the videos,
Yeah.
stating that about your football clubs, who you don't like. And so, now, I'm trying to read this off my phone now and what have you. Do you have a favourite second team?
Brighton and Hove Albion.
Brighton. Why Brighton?
In the job that I do, Webby, I've got temporary accommodation. And I've worked for lots and lots and lots of football clubs.
Is this a freebie again?
No, mate. If any team, any fans deserve success,
Yeah.
it's Brighton Hove Albion. They had the Withdean Stadium, mate, where
Yeah.
just 3 sides, people getting absolutely wet through.
Yeah.
And they were getting the fans, and now it cost them £12 million for planning fees.
Used to be the Goldstone ground, didn't it?
Oh, mate, but then it went to Withdean.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Brighton Hove Albion, simply for that reason,
Yeah,
because they're some of the nicest people. I've met Mohammed Al-Fayed at Fulham.
Have you? Yeah.
I met Doug Ellis at Villa.
I read his book.
Mate,
Yeah, the only book
I'm a
fantastic.
massive Villa fan. Massive Villa fan.
He was a travel agent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
travel
just-
agent was
just,
lovely
you
fella.
know, just-
He was through and through, wasn't he, Villa?
Oh, without a doubt, mate. Oh,
absolutely.
and the fans got on his back, and he was a Villa fanatic.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brighton, mate.
Okay,
Yeah, without a doubt.
I'll try to read this. It's difficult. I remember one of the other questions. Your best ground you've ever been to away from home?
Away from home,
even
yeah,
in
yeah.
European football, wherever.
It depends what fort. I mean, I've been to. I'm
trying to get the questions. Carry on.
There's some great grounds. You know, you can say Bayern Munich, you can say Real Madrid. I go on atmosphere. Dortmund for atmosphere, incredible. But you know, one thing I've got to mention. It's not football.
No.
I went to Tampa to watch a baseball
Tampa
game.
Rowdies.
Indoor baseball game. 50,000 people inside an indoor stadium playing baseball, and they sold Boddington's bitter.
Did they? You having a laugh?
I was with Brightwell.
I had that in the play, my first pub back in '94. My dad used to come over, bitter. Look, I can't read the questions. I remember a couple.
Yeah, I remember the question. Was football grounds? There's a lot to choose from. Tottenham Hotspur's a wonderful ground.
Yeah,
wonderful ground. Yeah.
One of Terry's questions. Listen, I know what you're going to say. Harry Maguire, would you buy him? I'm asking a Man City fan. Oh, West Ham said
the
yes.
best business that City did was saying they were bidding for Harry Maguire and that made United pay more money for him.
So still the most expensive defender in British history. 86 million, I think.
To be fair, how Harry Maguire's gone from. He was a good footballer.
Yeah, of course
he was a good centre half.
But he plays for England, but they're not playing on the same league, are they?
The answer to the question is no. He wouldn't even warm our bench, would he?
No, he probably could, but not warm it.
Yeah.
The big question always is, this is the one that me and Terry has a bit of a fight over: Messi or Ronaldo?
Well, I can't say.
You got to. You got to have an answer.
Yeah. Well, I can't say one of them because who he played for, so it's got to be Messi.
Terry, can't stand your son.
Messi.
Hey. Yeah, but that's the reason why you've said that is because Ronaldo played for United. So that's an unbiased. I'm sorry, that is an unbiased answer.
Okay, well,
if you want, listen, forget he played for United. Yeah. Messi or Ronaldo? It's the truth. Who would you have?
Ronaldo.
Sorry, Terry. You know where you can do.
Ronaldo. Just football-wise, yeah.
That's what I mean. Thank you. So I've got one back on him because he always says at the end of the season we're going to add up how many Messis, how many Ronaldo. You've got to have Ronaldo.
Yeah.
But he's scoring over in Tampa, isn't he?
Well, it's. Yeah.
Messi is. Yeah, he's scoring a few goals.
Miami,
But he couldn't do it in PSG, could he?
No.
What a club that is. I don't know if they're coming or going. Neymar, Mbappe.
If anybody should be being investigated, they should be being investigated.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm also, listen, I'm going to say before we go, a couple of more things. And I want a bit controversy.
Go on.
Stuart and I fell out a few weeks ago. And I'm going to say the reason.
Mildly.
Yeah, definitely. We've known each other for a long, long time. Listen, we got big, broad shoulders, okay?
Yeah.
When I was on the show a few weeks ago, I've talked about Man City, and I'm unbiased, I've got to. And I said a little comment on the basis of I'm trying to get the exact words now. Man City fans, few and far between, and it wasn't said derogatory. Okay, what I basically meant was the fan base, as far as I'm concerned, has been over the past many years, and at this moment in time, are not so big as Liverpool, Man United.
Nowhere near.
Nowhere near. So that was what I meant. And he'll back me up on this, and that's what I meant.
What?
Shut it. Listen, let me go first.
Let him apologise.
Hey, no, listen, he's already apologised to the car.
Oh, no, I haven't.
No, yeah.
One thing I'll never do.
No, because at the end of the day, I wasn't wrong, and he wasn't wrong. But he came back to me, and he sent a message to me, and I thought, oh. And you said, Webby, Sure, you said you shouldn't have said that. I went, but it wasn't sent in the wrong context. Then you said a bad word right at the end, and I thought, oh, we'll meet up, son. We'll meet up. Yeah. And what you said was, I do charity in the pub, which is you're going to mention in a minute.
Yeah.
And you took it the wrong way in a sense, but it wasn't. It was just being unbiased, saying they haven't got the fans of Liverpool United.
How I took it, Webby,
yeah, of course,
was from a City fan.
Yeah, of course.
Who defends his club.
Yeah.
And what you said, quite right, you said.
And you're a bit. And you're
I'm blinkered, yeah.
Yeah, you're blinkered.
Yeah, I'm a blue, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. What you said, there's few and far between. We know at City, now I'll go on to another thing now. We know at City, we've probably got a fan base of 40,000 fans at home. Am I right?
Okay.
Not obviously, but what we're suffering with now, whether it's suffering or not, is we're now. I go to the games now, and I'm very lucky. I ain't got a season ticket anymore, but Ian Brightwell and Tommy Booth will get me a ticket. Blah blah blah.
Of course.
And I'm sat next to, and I'm not racist.
No, I know. No.
Arabs, chinks, and what they want now. I don't care what club they are. Liverpool United have had it for years.
Yeah, they have.
If I go to the game, have a ticket, I might buy a pint, a programme, or whatever. I might spend 10 or 15 quid in the ground.
Okay.
These people are spending £300 and £400 in the souvenir shop.
Yeah.
That's who they want.
Yeah, of course they are.
They see the empty seats at City. They're all season tickets.
Yeah.
And all they're doing, they're holding them back to sell to these people.
Yeah.
And it happens everywhere.
Yeah.
I know a guy on the Albert Dock at Liverpool. He gets about 400 or 500 people in every week.
Yeah.
I've had friends of mine come over from Saudi, go to Liverpool, and I don't know if a ticket for Liverpool's 50 quid, 60 quid or whatever.
Yeah.
But him and his wife and son, they were paying like 175 quid a ticket. So don't tell me at any club that they don't know this going on. Of course they know it's going on, mate.
Yeah, of course they do.
They don't. The fans aren't important. You know what proved about the fans, Webby?
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah.
It was awful watching football with no fans, but it still went ahead.
Yes, of course it did.
Because the sponsorships and advertising.
Yeah.
So we're becoming a minority now, mate. Don't care what we say. And I saw your thing about the Shankly thing the other day, yeah?
Yeah.
And I've seen all that, mate. And yes, I think it's commendable, but will it do any good? Well, hopefully it might do good. I don't know. I don't know, but
it'll touch the surface, won't it?
Yeah, but will they be bothered? Because for every Liverpool fan or City fan that doesn't go, somebody else will go.
Yeah, there's always somebody.
And they'll go and spend more money in the shop.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, for sure.
You know.
Yeah, no, I know where you're coming from. Listen, fantastic this was today. I love it. Controversy. You've asked the questions and whatever. Whether we know all the answers, we just don't know. But going back a few weeks ago when I invited you on and you couldn't for various reasons, we had a guy called Mark in Belgium.
I watched Mark,
You saw a lovely fella, knew his stuff as well, and you're both on the same level. Both fantastic lads. Love you both. And Mark, if you're watching, which you will watch, well done a few weeks ago. We will see if this man here gets the views the same as you or even more. We're gonna try it.
Doesn't matter, Mark.
We're gonna get the views.
Doesn't matter, son.
We're always blues. We're all the blues and what have you.
Doesn't matter.
Right.
A very quick one.
I'm just going to say to you, any shout outs, the pub you go to.
There's a pub, but I want a quick shout out about when I came back from Istanbul the other week. I flew back on the plane, and sat next to me on the plane to Hanover was a UEFA official.
Yeah.
I'd got my City shirt on, and he said, "Oh, well done." And after what had happened at the ground there, it was horrendous. The way they treated the fans was horrendous. And I said to this guy, listen, mate, I said, when are you going to start listening to the fans? So I'm backing up what Terry and all the people have said.
Course.
You know, I said, when are you going to start listening? I said, let me tell you, I'm 68 years old. I'll give you my own number. I'll give you my own email.
Yeah.
And you can speak to me and I'll tell you the truth. I can't do that. I said, why can't you do that? I can't take phone numbers. I said, well, mate, you're just proving to me you're more corrupt than ever.
That's right, yeah.
So that's to back you up. Whatever's been said, UEFA are totally corrupt. Anyway, the shout out.
The shout outs, come on.
For this man here who said there's not many of us, I'll invite him down to the beach cabin. We go to the beach cabin at San Telmo. It's a City bar for City fans. It's And you know, we go, and yeah, but it's not a very big bar, but we had a good crack yesterday. Whether you win, whether you lose, you're with your own. You're with your own.
Yeah.
So yeah, San Telmo, every home game, Friday night, Burnley game, kick-off, bar will be open 6 o'clock-ish, and you'll have a good crack. You'll have a good crack.
I promise you, I will. I will come down with you one afternoon or whatever, and we'll have a couple of sherbets.
Yeah, whatever. Sure. You're more than welcome.
I mean, I watch Coventry in my own house only because there's no Coventry fans here, so I watch it on the own house. So we lost 2-1.
But that doesn't matter because you're a Coventry fan, mate. It doesn't matter whether it's 1 or 101, does it?
Yeah. No.
So
I know.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, mate. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I wish. I'll get my great grandson next time because he's a bit of a star.
Carter, I know you're a star. Next time you come over, you're going to come on. Listen, all I'm going to say is thanks to Stu. I'm going to wrap this up now. So I've got 1 or 2 other things to do with Tim. First and foremost, before we go, I want a big shout out to Paul Stewart for the Rangers last week.
Brilliant.
That was absolutely superb.
Brilliant.
We had nearly 9,500 views on that. Paul, top man. What else are we going to say? Big John, the Cross Butchers in Kilsyth. I've got to say that because he's had another guy come in and say Webby Sports Show. Now listen, he has messaged me, all right? He's messaged me and said, Webby, anybody goes in to the butchers, Cross Butchers in Kilsyth, one of the biggest butchers, there's 3 butchers in Kilsyth, he's the best, the biggest, and you will get 10% discount, all right? You listen, I'm telling you, but that's what he's messaged me, and I've got it on my phone. If he doesn't give you 10%, you come to me and we'll sort it, because he's coming over to see me next month. We're going to have a couple of sherbets, all right? You better bring me a nice piece of beef.
And he's bringing a big knife.
And you're bringing a big knife for it. Get out of it, all right? So, John, love you to bits, mate. Listen, what can I say? I've had a fantastic morning. Stuart on the money. He's answered all the questions. There's a lot of questions. We could go on for another hour, 2 hours.
Easy, yeah.
We're still with. I'm sure Christmas, after Christmas, we'll see where Man City in the league. Probably going to be there without any shadow of a doubt. But it's going to be tight with Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool, Newcastle, Chelsea, Tottenham. They're all pushing to be the top notch of the Premiership this year. And if you don't mind, can I get you on sometime?
Not
Christmas
problem,
or just after?
Yeah,
and we'll do part B and we'll have a good chat in whatever.
And I might still be married.
Derry, happy anniversary for next March. I'll be there, mate. So from me, Webby, Sports Roundup. Don't forget, if you like what you hear and you like what you see, please subscribe to my sports YouTube channel. It's down there. Press the button, the link and whatever. And also don't forget my charity, F.A.C.T, fighting against cancer in Tenerife. I'm going to the meeting tonight, discussing 1 or 2 things. We've got walks September the 12th, October and November. We're going to raise as much money as we possibly can over the next couple of months. So from me, Webby, and from
Stu,
over and out, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Love you all.